So, in the past 2 episodes, you've seen core exercises, warming up. So now we're going to focus on the lower half of our body, or legs. So, Jonathan, take it away.
Well, one of the most common exercises known for your legs that you can do anywhere is a lunge. Okay? Now we're going to go over 2 different types of lunges in case the first one isn't appropriate for you as an individual. The first one is going to be more quad dominant. Quads are muscles in your thighs, front of your thighs. Okay? Now you're going to start with the same posture that you always do. Okay, hip width, up tall, good posture. I want you to just step out about 3 feet in front of you, 3 to 4 feet in front of you. You're in a bent knee position. The front knee is at 90 degrees, and the back knee is about 90 degrees as well. Okay? It's important to know that all of your weight should be on your heel. So it's a good testing point to wiggle your toes at the bottom of your lunge. Okay? And then from here, try to push back as strong as you can to your starting position. If this is uncomfortable for you, we'll try differently.
Okay.
Let's start from here.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me see your toes wiggle. That's great. So all the weight's on your heel. That way you're not putting pressure on your knee. If you're on your toes, all the pressure comes through your quad onto your knee. It can cause injury. It's be very uncomfortable. Push back to the same place you started from. That's perfect. Very good. Try the other side.
Now, how many would you do those in a rep? So would be one full motion, just be like your right leg, then your left leg is considered 1, then your right leg and your left is considered 2, or is it alternating?
Sure,
or?
yeah, you can do that. That's up to you as an individual. If that helps you get through it, that's okay. I have some clients that like to count 1, 2, some that just go 1.
Right.
That's up to you.
And how many would you say for reps? Still 10 to 15, or?
Right, because this is a bodyweight exercise, depending on what you're doing that day, you can do as many as you can. Okay? As many as you can with good posture. Always remember that. If you start to lose your posture, you're coming down and you're on your knee, or you're on your toe, your knees coming over your toe, exercise is over. Okay? As many as you can do with good posture. If this is all you're going to do for the day, as many as you can.
And this is a good exercise you can do at your desk on a 15-minute break, or at home watching TV.
It's a great exercise because not only does it strengthen up your legs, but it helps to stretch the back hip at the same exact time. You might feel the pressure in the back one, because the hip flexor is actually lengthening as you come down. You're getting a good dynamic stretch, at the same time you strengthen.
Now, with lunges, can people who are more advanced do weights to make it a little more difficult? So when they get to that where you've hit your 25 and you're sort of plateauing, as we all have, can you add weights?
Absolutely. And that's a great point. The great things about a lunge is that you can do almost any other body part, muscle group at the same time. Another example of someone who's kind of strapped for time, this is a great way to go about working out, but even more so because it gets your body, like I said before, working together as one unit. Okay? So we'll start with a simple bicep curl at the same time.
Yeah.
So as I do my lunge,
Yeah.
I want to do a bicep curl. Simply bring the arms up, flex the elbow, and the way up, back down. It doesn't mean that's the only way you can do that. You can do your lunge first, and then a bicep curl, bring it back down, and then come up. And as you progress, it'll be easy for you to kind of do everything at one time. It takes a little coordination and practice.
Okay, so I'm going to do the first one that we were talking about. So go down,
Yep.
pull up, down, and then up.
Good. How's that feel?
It's harder going up. So the same thing with the other foot, down.
So I'm going to have you back up a little bit this way and turn here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now do it again and come up instead of back.
Oh, go forward. So like this.
Yep. Forward. Then switch legs. This is what I call a traveling lunge.
So continue with legs. We're here at another machine. It's very common in every gym I've ever been in. It's called the leg press, correct?
Press, yep.
And Jonathan, it's actually, I personally like this because when I hurt my back, it was something that I could do where my back was supported and I didn't feel any pressure on my back. Now everyone's different, don't get me wrong, but I actually love this exercise. So Jonathan's going to do a demonstration to show us the basics of how to maneuver.
This machine is adjustable through the handles here. So if you were someone who wasn't quite as tall, this is how you would adjust it. Okay? We'll start from here. This is my weak point, my flexibility. So I'll try to get back up here. Push up. So whenever you're doing this, you always want to have your feet both shoulder width apart. And don't be afraid to turn your toes out just a little bit, maybe about 30 degrees or so. That way you can actually activate the muscles in your butt. So hold on to the handle, always grab some support, come down, start with 9-degree angle at the knee. Start there, extend all the way, don't lock your knees out, just so there's a slight bend on the knee that we talked about upstairs, okay? And again, start with no weight or very low weight. You want to work on your endurance, so high reps, 15, 20 reps even. It's up and down. Extend your legs, turn the handles in, come back down about 90 degrees, right about there is good, and extend right before your knee locks. And that's perfect. And don't forget to breathe, okay?
Always.
In on the way down, and blow it on the way up. Good. You might find that you hold your breath a lot in these sort of exercises. It's important
Because you're focusing on good everything else, and
Right.
then you forget to breathe.
Right. But it's vital that your muscles get oxygen. That's how they work, just like everything else.
Then you can use this to help yourself get up, and you're done. So we're back to our favorite machine, which we started to a couple episodes ago, and we're going to talk about the upper body experience. So I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan.
Well, for this exercise, we're going to focus on our triceps. Okay, it's the muscle in the back of your arm. Most common one you'll see in any kind of fitness facility is just a plain tricep extension. It's done with bars, but in this case we're going to use a rope. That way we're able to get more of a range by opening the rope at the bottom of the exercise. Okay?
So first of all, you go to the very top, is that correct?
You want to get as high as you possibly can, that way the weights won't hit on the way back up. Okay, because if we were down here, you're staying up.
I'm not going that far out.
Once you came back up here, the weights will touch, and then the exercise is virtually over.
Right.
Start by extending down to here. Okay. Now, it's important to focus on just bending your elbow, not letting your shoulder move. Okay. So it's just flexion of the elbow and extension. Flexion and extension. The work is being done during the extension. Now, this is a very common exercise, like I said. What I want to show you today is a way to actually get into the entire tricep, because here he's only hitting 2 of the 3 muscles in the tricep. To get into the long head of the tricep, it's not just elbow extension, it's actually hyperextending your shoulder as well. Okay?
This, ladies, this gets rid of the jigglies that we all have on the back of our arms. This exercise will help.
But what we're going to do for that is add another rope. That way there's enough length in the rope to come down with your extension and then bring your shoulders back behind you. This is very similar to what we did a few episodes ago when you were standing trying to warm up those back muscles, stretch them out, and then come right back up. And then back squeeze the blades together, press the shoulder blades down, relax, and then come back up. Be careful not to let the weights touch. High enough. Then back down, extend back. Okay, you feel that? Feeling different to you?
Yes, it does actually. So
This is top secret.
down. Yeah, doesn't tell many people this except everyone he works with.
Not a secret anymore.
So now, for us at home or at our desk, we don't have a big machine like this. Is there another way that we can still get the burn through here without a big machine like this?
Oh, sure. There's multiple exercises that can be done for your triceps. Most commonly known are dips. That's too much. That's too intense for you. We can do a bench dip or a chair dip. Whatever you have, anything stable you can use to put your hands on behind you. You can lower yourself down, and push yourself back up.
Okay.
You want to demonstrate?
Sure. So, we're back on
Going to the bench dip.
this.
Okay?
Yes.
If you don't have a bench, you can use a chair, your bed at home, anything you have that can support your weight and keep you stable and safe from tipping over. So to do this, simply put your hands by your side as if you were going to prop yourself up and push yourself up. Hold them there. Bring your feet out in front of you. Keep your knees bent. As you get better at this, you can extend your legs straight. But for now, we'll keep our knees bent, feet flat, and just simply keep your shoulders back, like always, right? Lower yourself down. 90 degrees to the elbow is fine. Then push yourself right back up. Okay, it's very functional. If you need to help yourself get up from something, this is the way to do it. And at the same time, it works your triceps.
Okay.
Same muscle group as before. Okay, down, and right back up. Don't go too low. Start to go low, put pressure on your shoulder joint. And you don't need that right now because
Okay.
we're focusing on our triceps. Okay?
Okay.
Shoulders back, lower yourself down. Right there is good. 90 degrees. And push right back up. Okay? 15 reps or so. 3 to 4 sets. You're
And
fine.
you were
Stop.
saying the more advanced was to lift your feet up like that?
Yeah, your legs become straight. And from there, you could get another chair, elevate your feet up higher, put stuff in your lap. The limitations are endless.
Yeah,
There are no
I think I'm good at this one right here for now.
This is a good starting point. This is fun.
And this is going to work all through here.
All through the tricep. Yep.
Does it also work the front?
Well, it actually helps stretch the front as you're coming up. Whenever you're
Okay.
working one side, other side, the opposing muscle group is going to do the opposite. So when I strengthen one side, I stretch the other side. It's not much of a stretch, but it does lengthen on the way up.
Okay.
Okay?
Could you show us what a bicep machine looks like, just so if someone's new to a gym, they're walking around, they really don't know what it looks like? Can we maybe show them that too?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay, here we have a seated bicep machine, a bicep curl machine. Okay. Whenever you find a machine like this in any gym, they're always adjustable, so you can find the right height that's for you. It's important to keep that posture that we learned. Okay. Now we're just sitting, but we're going to keep the same thing as far as our hips. Our legs are hip width apart. Okay. You're going to sit, your shoulders back, up tall. From here, talk about that elbow flexion. It's the same idea. Sit, you flex up, lower it down slowly. Good posture is key here too. You don't want to hunch your shoulders up. You want to keep your head up tall. You don't want to be leaning over. If you find yourself falling forward, the weight might be too heavy. You want to lower it down a little bit. 15 reps at first, 15 to 20 reps, and that's where you want to begin.
So when you go to sit on it, I guess the question for you is, I'm 5'7", and when you measure, everything's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on your height, so you can play with it. So if I sit down, then what is the proper? Should my chest be right here on the bar? Should I be higher? Should I be lower?
You should be able to comfortably have your arms over the pad.
Okay.
So you might want to raise up just a little bit, but at the same time, you want to make sure that your feet are grounded. So by lift this up.
Yep. Got it.
It can get a little bit tricky, but it's more trial and error with these sort of machines, trying to find the right position for you. And that looks better. If you have a spotter, they can help you bring this up. Okay, this machine curls in. Okay, now always make sure your feet are on the ground or on some sort of step, so you're not just hanging there. Okay, that way you can actually help activate your core that way. Belly button's in, shoulders are back. Extend your arms fully. Breathe in, load up, and blow all the way up. Very good.
You get the same workout, but you're stationary. Your back is a little more straight, I feel.
Whenever you're in a machine, opposed to free weights, you're stabilized.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of takes a little bit out of the core aspect out of the equation, but it's still a very effective way to isolate the biceps, whatever muscle group that you're using for that machine.
Great, thank you. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. I'd like to thank Jonathan first for taking time out of his busy schedule, and Boston Sports Club for being a great partner in our endeavor as we move forward in the Mayor's Fitness Challenge. As always, as we talked about in the beginning, that it's great to go and exercise and you warm up, but it's just as important to cool down. And Jonathan, why don't you just give us some tips on cooling down after you work out?
Well, you're very, very correct on that. It's very important to cool down for every workout, to compose yourself and to kind of help yourself regenerate. And just one of the easiest ways is just what you learned in the beginning. The foam roll and most of those exercises that we did in the first segments. Glute bridges and just anything that's going to help you get your heart rate to lower down. Shower up, take a cool shower. Make sure you don't leave here, kind of with your heart racing, because it's important to recover from every workout.
Great, thank you so much again, and we'll see you guys next time.